Hey everyone! In this video, I am going to teach you how to play Passengers. Passengers is a social deduction game for 5 to 8 players, and we're going to jump right into it. So in Passengers, every player starts off with a secret role. So you can either be a soul, which is the good team, you could be a demon, which is the bad team, or you could be a Yaster, which is the third party team, and there's exactly one Yaster. So once you get your role, you can read what it does. We'll go through these win conditions shortly, and when you're ready to start playing, you click ready. At the start of the game, the demons get to see who their fellow demons are. So the demons are in the minority. Out of 6 of us, for example, there are 2 demons, and the 2 demons get to see who the other demon is. And once that happens, we are ready to start the game. All right. Cool. So now the game has been set up, so let's understand what we are looking at. First off, everybody in the game starts with 3 cards. If you so one of your cards is always a soul, and one of your cards is always a demon, and then you get a third card which matches what you are in the game. So because I am a soul, I will have 1 soul, 1 demon, and then 1 extra soul to match the fact that I'm a soul. So I will have 2 souls and 1 demon. Similarly, demons start off with 2 demons and 1 soul card, and the Yaster starts off with 1 demon, 1 soul, and 1 Yaster card. So all of us start off with a slightly different composition of cards. These cards have they have these icons to remind you of this. So this circle icon is a soul, and the star icon is a demon, and the Yaster card, which you might see at some point in this demo, has both a star and a circle. You'll also notice that each card has a color. So each soul or demon is either red, green, or blue. There are 3 colors. The Yaster does not have a color. So that's how we start off the game. The game is played over 3 rounds, and the goal of each round is to send 1 boat to the Afterlands. So you can think of it like kind of this afterlife phase of the game. You are sending these boats to the afterlife, and once 3 boats have been sent to the Afterlands, those boats are scored, and based on that scoring, one of the teams will win. So what happens is, at the start of every round, we are presented with 2 boats. There's the Raven boat, and there's the Wolf boat, and each boat has a certain number of cards in it that are up for grabs. These cards represent special abilities, and we are going to take turns grabbing special abilities from the boats and then filling up these boats with some of our cards in our hand. So the title of the game, Passengers, comes from the fact that these souls and demons we are secretly putting into these boats face down. Those are the passengers in the boat. And then one of the boats is getting ferried to the Afterlands to get scored at the end of the game. So in the first part of each round, we are, if you want to think of it, like drafting cards from the boats. So what's going to happen is when it's your turn, you're going to look at what is left in the 2 boats. So in each spot in the boat, there is currently a card with an ability. So for example, this ability is called the Hamsa Hand, peek at a passenger in play. You'll also notice under each ability, there is a certain number of voices. Voices are like votes. So if you grab this card, you will get this card, the Hamsa Hand, to use later. You will also get 1 voice. And the voice dictates how much voting power you have in the final part of the round, which we'll get to. Each round, somebody starts off with the Master Coin. The Master Coin gives you an extra 0.5 votes. And the player with the Master Coin also starts the round. So they're the first player in the round. So bot 2 has the Master Coin. That's why they're the first player. They already took this card from this boat. They took the Mask card. And the Mask card gave them these 2 voices. That's why they now have 2.5 voices. After you take a card from one of the boats, you place one of your passengers face down into that exact spot. So these are your passengers that you can place. Perfect. So we're just going to let bot 2 finish their turn. Great. So bot 2 placed a passenger here. It's face down. Bot 3 took the Chromatis card and placed their passenger. And we're just going to let all these bots take their turns. So they grab a card. They grab those voices. So let's see here. I will take this Searpaw card. which will give me one voice. So you can see I now have one voice. The Seer Paw is in my possession, and then I will place this blue soul face down into that exact spot, and that's my card. If I am the person placing down a passenger, I can always see what it is by clicking on this eyeball icon. So I can see that my blue soul is over there. Perfect. All right. So now that each player has taken an ability and placed a passenger, we come to the second part of the round, which is to use your abilities. So each player has taken an ability, and these abilities are processed from the lowest number to the highest number in order. So whoever has the lowest number ability, the 0, that goes first, then whoever has the 1 goes next, then whoever has the 2 goes next, and so on. Now you can read on these cards what each ability does. They're also available in this cheat sheet. So these abilities are called gift cards, and each of these gifts comes with a particular ability. I won't get too much into the abilities now. That's for you to discover when you play the game. But these abilities allow you to gain information about what is happening in each of these boats. So you might be able to peek at some of the passengers in the boats. You might be able to see what color of passenger people have left in their hands, for example. So Chromatus lets you see how many passengers of a particular color each player has in their hand. That is what these circles are, right? So we know, for example, that bot 2 has one blue passenger in their hand. We don't know whether it's a soul or a devil. Now it's my turn. I have the Seer Paw. The Seer Paw lets me peek at a passenger in play. I get to peek at one of these passengers. I'm going to peek at this passenger, and I'm told that it is a green soul, right? And it's right next to my blue soul. Perfect. So now that we have used all of our gifts, we now have to vote for which boat we want to send to the Afterlands. The way you vote is you click on either the Raven boat or the Wolf boat, and whichever boat is given more voices, that's the boat that gets sent. So the top 2 rows in the center represent the 2 boats that are currently in play. And then whenever we send one boat to the Afterlands, that entire row gets shifted down to the 3 Afterlands rows, which have this blue background. Okay, so because we're in round 1, whatever boat we vote for will get shifted to this row. So I'm going to vote for the Wolf. So we see a bunch of votes for the Raven boat and a bunch of votes for the Wolf, but of course the specific composition of votes is going to matter here. So we see 7 voices were cast for the Raven boat, so the Raven boat is the one that's going to get shifted down, and then the other boat is simply discarded. And now we come to round 2. So we're going to play 2 more rounds in this fashion, and then once we have sent 3 boats to the Afterlands, those boats will be scored. So let's fast forward to the part where we score the boats. All right, so we have reached the end of the game. The final boat has been ferried to the Afterlands, and now every card in the Afterlands will be flipped over, and we will see what it is. Okay, so the demons won the game, so let's understand why. So, if you are a soul, you get 1 point for every soul that makes it to the Afterlands. You also get bonus points every time multiple souls of the same color appear in the same boat. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 souls. So that's a base score of 5. And then you'll also notice that there are 2 red souls in this top boat, so we get a bonus point of 1. So that's a total of 6 points for all the souls. That's why I'm a soul and I have 6 points. The demons get 1 point for every demon that makes it to the Afterlands. And they also get bonus points every time a soul and a demon of the same color are adjacent to each other, either horizontally or vertically, while skipping gaps. Okay, so if we look at the number of demons in the Afterlands, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a base score of 4. And then we have this red demon is adjacent to this red soul. So that's 1 more point. And we have this green demon is adjacent to this green soul. So why is this a green soul? So the card is a blue soul, but you'll notice it has this green highlight around it. That is because a green mask was placed on it. The ability to place a mask on a passenger is one of the gifts. And when you place a mask on something, it effectively becomes that color. So at some point, a green mask was placed on this passenger. So this is a green soul, which is adjacent to this green demon. So that's one more point for the demons. And then finally, by the same token, this is a red demon because of the red highlight, and it is adjacent to a red soul. And so the demons get 4 base points plus 1, 2, 3 bonus points for those adjacencies. That is why the demons have 7 points. And finally, if you're the Yaster, you score a fixed number of points, regardless of what happens in the game. So the Yaster for a 6-player game scores 6.5 points. And so if you look at the 3 teams, the demons have the most points, and so the demons win this game. So definitely a fun one to check out if you like social deduction, if you like worker placement, if you like card games. And yeah, hope you have fun with it. Thanks so much. Bye.